What is a waste of money? Branded baby shoes. Straight up useless after 2 months of the baby wearing them. I mean, any kind of branded baby clothes is a waste of money. They grow out of them so quickly. I have a friend who knows someone who literally bought 3 boxes full of branded baby clothes, and it's such a waste. That baby isn't going to be able to wear all those clothes with how quickly they grow out of them. Also, they puke, piss and speep on them. Only buy clothes you are prepared to throw away, because sometimes that is the best course of action. Cheap appliances that break after a year and need to be replaced, ultimately ending up in landfill. I have learned over my years to buy the better made anything. Going half-assed or cheap results in it breaking, and one ending up buying the better version anyway, wasting money and energy in the process. The only exception would be disposable items. Go ahead and buy that push broom at the dollar store, for instance. Personally, the best way I've found to do it, at least with tools, is buy the cheap version. If you end up using it enough and it breaks, go ahead and purchase the name brand as it'll be used. But for the majority of things you may never use it enough to justify the name brand. Skipping work for several days to wait outside a store before a sale. Give me 30,000 tickets. Give me 30,000 tickets. That'll be 950,000 please. People donating money to Kylie Jenner's fundraising for her makeup artist. It's not like she has any shortage of money, either. Honestly, how much would giving a few, or even 20 grand out of her own pocket affect her? 60k out of the 460 mil would be like donating 56 cents out of 100k. Buying clothes that you know you will never wear. Watch this YouTube video one where someone said, imagine if you could convert all the clothes that you don't wear into money. Since that day I have never bought anything extra. Buying clothes that you know you will never wear. Watch this YouTube video one where someone said, imagine if you could convert all the clothes that you don't wear into money. Since that day I have never bought anything extra. Oh god. Thousands of dollars lying dormant in my closet. I don't like thinking about it like that. I don't understand this. I buy clothes and I wear them that week, lol. Gambling. Seriously need to take a break. Is it gambling if I know I'm always gonna lose? Buying the newer model of the phone every year. I don't understand people who do this. My current one is 3 years old. I'm probably going to have to replace it after another 6 months so as the battery is really starting to go in it, and on top of that there's a screen crack. I never upgrade any of my stuff, cars, computers, phones, appliances etc. until they are so worn out that they aren't really usable anymore. Buying a game that cost £70, playing it once realizing it's actually crap, and never playing it again. I totally didn't do this. I basically never buy a game within 6 months of release for this reason. I'm probably not going to get more than 2 hours into 9/10 games I try. So better to spend $22.30 per pop on this crapshoot than $92.100. Shout out /r/patient gamers. Gacha games. I find it funny it's literally in the name phonetically. When you buy a bunch of toys for a dog or cat, then they only want to play with boxes, paper, cardboard, cheap socks and shoes, shoelaces, and bowls. Hahaha this. I do intakes for potential adopters and I always say please, don't spend an insane amount of money on toys. Find out what they like first. It's probably things you've already got like bottle caps, aluminium foil or hair ties. My cat's favorite toys. Paper towel rolls. He likes to grab them with his front paws and disembowel the roll with his rear paws. It makes a big mess, and I'm always short on paper towels. But if I leave a roll unattended, yeah, it's getting shredded. So I'm used to it. The bubbles in the hose I use to change the water in my aquarium. He comes running as soon as he hears the pump start. At first I was worried he might claw a hole in the hose. Flexible, reef-safe hoses of the diameter and length I use are not cheap. But he just bounces around in the middle of the coil watching trapped air. Go figure. That one sports game. The one where the company sells the same game with a different title. Oh, they're not the same game. They've been getting worse each year. Streamlining/simplifying mechanics. Catering to ultimate team modes while ignoring single player features. Utilizing garbage engines with scripted outcomes. It's bad. It's what makes me worry about the upcoming college football game. NCAA 14 still holds up today and has a more enjoyable engine than today's Madden games. MLB The Show has done a decent job with improvements, but still relatively complacent on how much is changed each year. Detox/drinks. Your liver and kidneys do the job. You aren't detoxing a damn thing. You won't lose weight by having uncontrollable diarrhea, and if you do, you will be too sick to enjoy that 3 pounds you lost. And you'll also gain it all back immediately once you stop speepting and actually retain your food and water. After almost 78 years on the planet, I've often reflected back on my spending and realized that had I invested every nickel I've spent on frivolous crap, I'd be a wealthy man today. I spent half my money on gambling, alcohol and wild women. The other half I wasted. W.C. Fields. Putting $20 bills in your mouth and lighting it on fire on a daily basis. I'm talking about smoking cigarettes in Australia, of course. Breathing in plastic notes would probably be better for you too. Accessories and skins in games. I regret wasting the amount that I have. Skins wins. People starting a GoFundMe to give their money to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to pay their mortgage. If you want to donate, there are so many more important causes right now. A class ring. Yeah. I remember them pushing these on us, and I'm really glad I took the time to think about it. Some people were just buying them because graduation. But I thought, wait, I don't even wear rings much, and I'm definitely not going to wear this massive, ugly, clunky thing ever. So why am I going to spend hundreds of dollars on a thing that will sit in a box somewhere that I won't really enjoy or use? So, yeah, I didn't buy it. Non-fungible tokens. Pyramid schemes. Obviously. The person at the top of the pyramid disagrees. Speep. People waste big money on weddings. I remember doing my very last load of laundry in my old apartment, talking to a neighbor about moving into our new house soon, and she said she wished they spent their 30 grand on a down payment for a house instead of, they was sad she was going to be stuck in the apartment. How the f*** do you justify a big princess party over a house? I'll never understand this type of logic. There's a show on Netflix now called Marriage or Mortgage. Hubby and I watch it when we want to yell at dumb people who want to throw away their down payment on a wedding. To top it off, they filmed it pre-pandemic, so when they go back to show the wedding they have a disclaimer. Something like they had a beautiful wedding with friends and family, but due to the pandemic it had to be scaled down. So these dum-dums not only gave up their down payment for a wedding, but then they didn't even get the wedding they wanted in the first place. I watched this and laughed my ass off at everyone who chose wedding. How ridiculous to pick a wedding over a down payment. Especially because none of these people had anywhere close to 20% to begin with. It's going to take years for them to get to the point that they can even put 5% down after wasting it on the wedding. Hello PMI, 4 years to boot. How foolish. Donating money to those preachers on TV who say you will receive the money back from God. Drugs. Never start them, and I'll never need to upkeep with them. Also spending too much on funerals. Reddit gold. Are the time of year when someone asks you what's the most useless thing, and the one comment saying Reddit awards get awarded the f*** out of it lmao. Surefire way of getting awards. Man. I do hope he later edits the comment to thank us all kind strangers for the gold undefined. A money belt. Waste of money. That was below the belt. Anything that delays your retirement plan and doesn't make you commensurately happy